So this is another person in history. His name is Eldad the Danite. I love this guy. All right. So Eldad the Danite, just a little bit about him. Eldad introduced himself as a Jew from the tribe of Dan. So notice he's not just saying I'm a Jew. He's telling you what tribe he's from. Right. That's our culture. That's what we do. We want to identify our tribe. We want to identify our fathers. So he says he's from the tribe of Dan, which lived independently and had its own government, and declared that the 10 tribes survived in various parts of Africa and the Near East. All right, so this was his testimony, and he rolled around. We never hear about these things. He lived in the time of 880. So 880 AD. Then we have another man named David Reubeni, right? So he's just saying he's a Reubenite from the tribe of Reuben. Right, his name was David. He's a very interesting person too. You know what I'm saying? He was more like a man of war. He wanted to establish the nation again. So he found out that our people were in captivity, and he's another one that's like, nah, not all of our people. Or our people, some people from our people in Africa. So he's another one that told us that. Here's some of the things that's written about him. So the judge also asked me, this is David who's writing this. The judge also asked me, what will you do with all the Jews in all the lands of the West? Talking about in all of Europe. All the lands of the West. Will you come to the West for them? And how will you deal with them? All right, so they want to know, what are you going to do? And then he says, I replied that we shall first take the Holy Land and its surroundings, and that then our captains of the host will go forth to the west and gather all of the dispersed of Israel. So what he's trying to do is recapture Israel, reestablish our land. Right now it was ruled by Gentiles. And so he says, and whoever is wise amongst the Muslim kings will, whoever is wise amongst the Muslim kings will take the Jews under his rule and bring them into Jerusalem. So he's saying, if you're a Muslim king and we dwelling amongst you, if you smart, you'll bring us back to Jerusalem once we take the land. Because his plan is to go up, conquer Israel again, take it from the Muslims, take it from the Christians. All right? And God will deliver much honor, greater than that, to all of the Muslim kings. And God will deliver up all the kings to the kings of Jerusalem. Right? So he's saying, this would be good for you. Bring all my people back. Right? So this is what happens next. In the 9th century Jews were no less enchanted by Eldad as tales of the lost tribes. So they, they kind of looked at Eldad and David the same, because they talked about the lost tribes and everything. But you see, his time period is much later. Right? He's during this time of the Inquisitions and everything. So watch what happens to him. So they asked him, was he the Messiah? He answered, he says, I answered, God forbid, I am a sinner before the Lord. Greater than any one of you, I have slain many men, and on a day I killed 40 enemies. I am neither a prophet nor a son of a prophet, neither a wise man or a Kabbalist, but I am a captain of hosts, and the son of Solomon the king, the son of David and the son of Jesse, and my brother the king rules over 30 myriads in the wilderness of Hebor. Moreover, the Moranos, so the Moranos are converts, right? So the Moranos in the kingdom of Portugal and all the Jews in Italy and all the places that I passed also thought me to be a prophet, wise man, or Kabbalist. And I said to them, God forbid, I am a sinner. I am a man of war from my youth till now, right? So he says, I'm not the Messiah. I'm not going, I'm not that guy. I'm just a man of war. Watch what he say next. Afterwards, the judge began to write a letter to the Jews in Fez. So I'll let you guys know Fez is in Africa. It's North Africa. So we saw that there were Jews in Fez. This is where he came all the way to Spain just to do this. He wants to contact the Jews in Fez. So he wrote to the Jews in Fez.